please come on stage and proceed this.
Thank you, Dr. J.D. Singh, Dr. Anup Singh, distinguished members of the panel, distinguished faculty, and of course students. It's always a pleasure to be in Jaipuria because I don't know if any of you know, but two of my former colleagues are here, Dr. J.D. Singh and Dr. Anup Singh, and it's always a pleasure to come back to Jaipuria. I'm going to briefly talk about where we are based on the subject, managing under uncertainty. If anybody can give you a way to manage under uncertainty, that would certainly be a silver bullet for us. But I'll at least lay out the contours of where we are and where we are headed, both in terms of internal uncertainties in India and the external problems or the external uncertainties that are affecting us in India, and what that means for Mr. Chidambaram and Mr. Subbarao and Montek Singh Ahluwalia and all these important decision makers in India. They're not grappling with anything which is easy. It's extremely difficult. Some of you may have seen yesterday's or day before yesterday's newspapers, in which the International Monetary Fund has has lowered India's growth forecast to 4.9%. Now that will probably be the worst for many years. If we achieve 4.9%, sub 5%, it will be our worst performance for many years. It's never been as bad as that, at least in the last decade. So that downgrade, I think it's a little over the top. Frankly, I don't think we will do as bad as that. But I think it's a warning sign that we need to get our house in order. As they call the Ohio principle, get your own house in order before you can actually begin to achieve those high growth rates. And I'll lay out some of the problems that we are facing. But even if we achieve more than 4.9%, which we probably will, it will be somewhere in the region. It's difficult to make forecasts, but it should be in the region of 5.5% or thereabouts, in that ballpark. That's not sufficient, clearly not sufficient for us to do many of the things that we are planning to do. Perhaps in China, Vietnam, and Brazil. But Brazil has numerous other problems, which I won't talk about here, but Brazil is contending with very high inequality levels. But India certainly will do well, because we have the advantage of being relatively backward still. Large parts of India don't have adequate infrastructure. But so that growth, that momentum which we had achieved in between 2003-4 and to 2010, that has come down significantly. And part of the blame lies in the external developments, which I will talk briefly about today, but I'll focus more on India. But most of the blame lies in lack of domestic reform and what we haven't been able to do. You and I both know the problems, but I will try and illustrate them in a slightly different economist framework and a policy-oriented framework. So external developments in both, as the opening remarks, it was mentioned that it was due to the subprime crisis, and now we have the European crisis. And that is probably going to go on for a while, depending on what happens to Greece. But this lowering of the growth forecast has been now compared with, and that is one of the major debates going on in India, is it as bad as 1991?